Kind of turn that down a little. Alright. Alright. Everything looking good so far. Yeah, check it, got music. Alright. Let's see. Music listening to right now is called the Skya. So, yeah, tell from the title, I had a bit of a busy week, and I wasn't able to post anything video-wise, so we stream. Alright. Can't escape me. Oh no! You have fallen! You followed me! Oh no! The worst thing ever! Someone to watch my videos, watching my streams. Oh, so terrible. Anyway, how you doing? And also, how's my volume? Is everything good? Great? Great with the question mark? Is everything alright? As in, like, I hope you're doing alright. Oh no. It's good. Alright. Bendy and the Ink Machine is back? Like they just released something? Oh, I can't see nothing with that one. Let's turn it up. Oh, okay. Oh no, wait. Alright. Okay, that's kinda cool. Check it! That's cool! Alright. A trailer for the third game, Far Out. Need to check that out sometime. If I were to do a reaction of that, would you watch it? I'm trying to figure out, like, videos so I could just continue posting constantly every week instead of, like, just streaming. Alright, is this a blender? Oh no. Well, kinda. Alright. Don't know what that means. I like this better though. Or there we go. Oh, they're stagnant. Okay. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Absolutely, alright. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I do have like a video planned. Like right now, I'm working on the animation. I plan on getting that done today, but I'm like, I can have that posted next week. So I have time to edit for the week after. Alright, let's get to drawing. Here, hold on. New program, and I don't have my traditional, like, colors, and it's like, ah! And I'm not using my glove. I'm sacrilegious. Alright. And, oh, you kind of messed up. There's a cowboy with a yellow heart. Alright. Oh my goodness. An Asian kid with a stick and another yellow kid with a purple lizard outside my house. Am I cooked? You are so cooked. You're so cooked. I don't know what you did, but you owe them money. And maybe some moss. Is this an ad? Yeah, that is. Alright. And they said they're not gonna jump me. Yeah, right. It really depends on who's controlling them right now, though. Is there like a weird echo effect going on? Turn that down some. Actually, let me just put on my headphones. So I don't have to worry about like my speakers picking up something weird. Alright, there we are. Now we could just both chill to Disgaea. There it is. Get that a bit bigger. Yeah, that's better. Gotta make like a little me so I can just talk. Maybe later on I'll get a, like, you know, those PNG turtle first and just like have one right down there. Alright. Internal is with. Okay. So, okay. I haven't played, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, so don't say anything. I don't want to be spoiled about anything. Okay? I don't like that. Alright. Okay, so apparently control is the... I mean, I could do that, but I don't have bangs anymore, so... Am I pressing? No, I'm not. Alright. I haven't got my short keys figured out either. I should have done that before streaming. Get my bling in there. Bow. Alright. Wait. Okay, you're old. Oh, see. Can cancel you for being 16? What? That makes no sense. What words are you saying right now? There, hold on. Fix that. And peace. Everyone loves peace. Alright, and then add this pasty goes down. Okay, interesting. Block. Maybe. See how that. Okay. I could probably vibe with that. Let me get the... Okay. Alright. So, for droning hyper.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin. Relieve it in 60 seconds with a Venus.
Go away. Alright, tip for drawing hyper-realistic eyes on paper, use a cocoa bean for inspiration. And for the eye structure, use a bottle cap for the iris and use any color. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. The human eye, well, let's hear. Well, actually, get my buck teeth on here. And my big old glasses real fast. You're definitely not wrong in that. That for like realistic human eyes, it is a kind of, well, it also depends on the ethnicity. Like for example, American human eyes are a bit more rounder and wider than, let's say, like an Asian eye, which are a bit more, like, not as wide, probably something more like that, more or less. And then, like, the iris. I typically have, like, iris set up. And, like, you have, like, tear ducts, and, like, lashes, and such. All it really comes down to is, like, the socket. Well, not really what it comes down. Like, you have your socket. I'm just gonna draw that real fast. Sockets are kinda... they're like a rounded square, kinda? Almost? Depending on how you interpret it. Like, you have your socket. And then, I don't know why I filled that in. You have your eyeball that sits in that socket. You know, like that. Going anatomy here. And then what gives the eye its shape is the skin that rests around it. Which is like that. Are you intimidated yet by my artistic teachings? So erase that where you just have the skin, and then the skin would also be like that because, you know, eyeballs aren't just flat, they're round, they're circular. And then you also have like your eyelashes. I haven't drawn realistic in forever. I think like the last time I have was like when I was like in oh crap, what was it? Like in art school. So I'm a little rusty. My things might be a little off. But yeah. Something like that. Get a little iris. And a pop quiz. What is the white part of the eye called? Thin cocoa bean for Asian. Chunky for American. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. And then when you go with stylized, like personally I love stylizing because there's more expression they can do with that. Like you don't have to, like pretty much like the standardized with ethnicity is going to be something like this, either thinner or wider depending on it. But with ethnicity, you can like have something like simple as that for an Asian person. You know, make indications of like where the line is. You can have that for like an Asian, or like good old slant for like an Asian. Or like you can have like go anime where everyone just has big freaking eyes regardless of ethnicity. It doesn't have to be like realistic or anything. Or you can like be the person that has like a mix of the two if that's like your style. Like personally, I think I kind of have like a bit of a mix. My eyes are kind of a bit more on these stuff. Like, I forgot egg white. The white part of the eye is called the sclera. Bit fancy knowledge for you. I'm a college... Well, I'm not a college graduate. I'm a high school graduate, baby. So yeah, I got all that knowledge. I went to college. Well, I am going to college. I'm not went to college. I am in college. So I can be super. And then, what is it? Control Shift D? No. Forgot how I did that. Control Shift A, right? Because nothing can be good in this house. And go away. Okay, I could just like. Alright, there we go. Fun fact, the science books in Middle Eastern countries indirectly gaslight you into selling your kidney. Yeah. I don't want to be like rude or anything, but in a way that kind of makes sense. I mean, if you're low on cash, I mean, why not? Technically, you don't need the second kidney. Do not sell your kidney. I'm not condoning selling your kidney. But it is, like, valuable. It's, like, worth, like, a couple $1,000s on the black market. Don't sell your organs. Don't do that. That is not good. You will die. God gave you 2 kidneys for a reason. Alright. I need this bigger. Alright. I feel like I'm graduating. This sounds like a graduating song. Oh yeah, whenever you do draw anything, look at a reference and try to figure out the main shapes of it first. before you go and like stylize, because when you focus on the pictures you realize what the shapes are and what shapes makes it look the way it does, and you can like tweak it from there. Get my lashes. Alright. Your health system becomes better when you have one kidney. Wow. Yeah. Why are you giving away your organs? That's what pigs are for. I'm joking, of course, but gracious. Yeah. Leave the like donating of organs to the deceased. Okay. We don't need living people to do that. Boy, that got, like, this stream is getting real dark real quick. Alright. Ah, that does not look good at all. No. Okay. I need to get like a no ad service or something. Ah, no. Ah, everything is ruined. There we are. Alright. So little advice in being an artist: draw when you think what you mean, like what you think is cool, because your brain is like the biggest form of inspiration. Got it from Dan the Dan Creator. I mean, that's true. Definitely draw what you think is cool, what piques your interest, but that shouldn't really be your main goal. You should also draw things that you just find honestly monotonous as well, because that would also increase your I'm sorry, the voices are distracting me. Turning that down some so I can think. So I can see better. Yeah, you should draw things as well that you don't think is cool or that you don't like to draw, because that creates discipline. Because if you want to be an artist on a professional level, you're going to be required to draw things that you, quite frankly, don't want to draw. And you're going to need a lot of discipline to do that, to not only make the things that you don't want to draw, but to also draw them in the same quality as the things you do like to draw. So, in short, draw everything. Like, I'm not fully disagreeing. You should definitely draw the things you like, but also draw the things you don't like. Because if you only draw the things you like, you're not gonna learn from it as more beneficial as you would from, like, you know, simply drawing everything. That's the best thing that any artist can do, is just simply learning how to draw everything. Well, that's my opinion. Well, I, like, me being bold here is like, that's not an opinion, that's a fact. But in truth, it is my opinion but it's like my factual opinion I say with love. If that makes any sense. Ah. Also, another factual opinion. Figure out all your short keys before you decide to stream. Right. Hello! Welcome to stream! We're just drawing and just chilling. So if you want to get a pen and paper and want to draw as well or do whatever while you're just listening in, you can. Yeah. Alright, here, Anna. What if I instead... Hey, no! There we are. Alright. You sup? Awesome! Thank you so much! Yeah, that looks more fun. Alright. So I guess like what we're doing right now is that just like giving me a like something you heard from another artist and like I could give you my opinion about it. That seems to be a trend that's going on right now. You know, can I do the wah 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 wah? Let's see your select. There's move, but where's the transform though? Need to figure that out. I'll figure it out. Alright, gotta go? Alright. Well, thank you for just stopping by. Have a good day. Going to reuse this layer. How do I clear? Here, hold on. Layer. Cut. Copy. Convert. And layer. What's a layer style? Split. Ugh. Why must things be different? Okay. What's here? Is there... No, that's just my grids. Okay, that's just naming it. I guess I'll have to delete and make a new one. Alright. I get my beautiful brunette hair. Hello! Welcome to stream. Is KVS something? Sure. Just make sure it's appropriate. Alright. If I can. Ah! Keep me in suspense, are we? Alright, draw a shark. Nice. Absolutely. Oh, this, I actually have the perfect shark I want to draw. So here, let me get this real fast. Get my orange hair in. Alright. Alright, there I am. In my beautiful glory. Can I select them both? Here, hold on. Alright, and if I were to do this, and do this. Ah, piss. Okay. Can I... How do I select multiple layers? Select... well, I mean, let's see here. Hold on. Can I... How do I merge this down? Okay, so layer. Merge with label. Yes! And now I could just move this over here. Alright. And do a good old... Ah, that's too thick. Welcome to a pizza. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really need to make a playlist that doesn't have any ads. Stream. Woo. Alright. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to tell a little story whilst I do this. So, okay. Oh, we actually got a lot of people here now. Hello everybody. Hello. Huggy Wuggy. Alright. Let's see. I was just at the big white structure. You mean the monolith? Alright, what's up? Hello! What's up? Thank you! Alright. So... I forgot all my colors. She's got... How do I add a color? That's another... Can I... Ah, I hate that. I forgot. I want to make new colors. I want to make new colors. How do I make new colors? And I'll figure that out later. So, okay. Alright, new stuff. Alright, thank you guys for subbing. Thank you. Alright. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a bit of a story. So, there was a period where I kinda wasn't doing YouTube much. And that was because I was in a game design competition with a friend of mine. And let's see here. It was like a highlighter. Yes, you. And this game design competition, it's what you kind of expect it would go when it comes to tiers. Like, you got your districts, and then you got, once you win in that first place, woo, you would then move on to state. And if you win in that, you would go to nationals. And nationals are taking place in Atlanta, Georgia. And so, yeah, there was like a lot of stakes going on there. Let's see. So, me and my friend spent the entire semester. We started a bit late, so we only had a week to get something done for districts. And so me and her were just working our butts off trying to get something made for districts. And because of the program that my friend was using, she can only it can only have one person work on it at a time. There can only be one person on it. And so we decided that she would do all the coding while I take care of all the animations, the images, and basically all the other visual stuff. Not saying that she didn't work on that too, but coding is a lot more tiring, especially since she doesn't like coding, and it was kind of like a new thing. It was new for both of us, but I'm more experienced with like art and like merchandising and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just better that way, we figured. And so we worked, and we had a project. We had the product. It was a platformer. It wasn't how the game was supposed to be, but it's a platformer. That's all we could get done. And we had that. We went to districts, and at districts we were all there. There was another team. Only one of the teammates, bit of a side note, for each team you're supposed to have 2 people per team. You can't have other people outside of the team help you. But they can't be like going to nationals or state. But anyways. So, when we were at districts, it was just like, it wasn't at all how we thought we were. We thought we were going to be judged and nothing. No, there wasn't enough people to have an actual competition, so it was more like a rally to get ready for state. So we were there with the guy who kind of runs the thing. And was just there being like, okay, yeah, this is good. You should like add on this, to do this, just telling us what to do. And so we spend the next couple of months talking with this guy, trying to figure out, you know, how to get ready for state. And state went by. Oh, by the way, we won gold in districts. But yeah, it doesn't really feel like we really won it because we were basically the only other team there. So it was a bit kind of felt like more so of a partition award than actual reward. And then, yeah, we got into districts. Not districts, we got into state. At state, it was an actual competition where it was mostly high schoolers. But again, there wasn't enough people in the college district to have an actual kind of like challenge or whatever. But we end up also winning gold at state. And then we went to nationals. Now nationals was nothing at all how we thought it was gonna be. We thought, okay, there's a person singing. I am going to get so distracted. So turn that down a little. We thought, like, it's not at all how we thought it was going to be. We thought we were going to have, like, one day where we do the competition, and the rest of the day it was just going to be, you know, all funsies. But no, it wasn't. The entire week was so meticulously and almost at the point, like, of uselessly planned. It was... I don't know. There were so many areas where we could have just gone off and do whatever we want. We didn't have to stay there the entire time, you know, getting stuff ready for the actual competition portion and such, but we had a great time. But on the day where we actually did have something, we were able to go to the Atlanta, Georgia's aquarium, and there was this shark plush that was as big as me. So I bought it. And it's the best thing I ever bought in my life. It's so huge, so fluffy, so comfy. It's almost as big as me. I am so happy. Anyway, sorry, that is a bit of a ram. Sorry about that. But yeah, let's see here. Let me get... I should probably, like, just have, like, a sketch layer. I'm gonna be honest. Alright. And then... do that. Alright. And so... 3'2". Tall, no, I think it's more like 4 feet. I'm 5'4", and it's almost as tall as me. But if I were to put, like, the tail on the ground, it probably would reach my eye. So, probably about more like 4'11" or so, if I have to say. It's massive. That's all I really know. And I'm happy that I have it. Anyways, a lot of big Texas here. What do I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It is the best thing ever. It was a bit expensive, but it's the best thing. Like, one of the most best expensive things I ever bought. And I had $100 like cash on me for specifically the trip. And I say that was good money spent. Alright. And now, drawing Huggy Wuggy. I don't remember how Huggy Wuggy looks like. So I'm just going purely off of memory here. I haven't seen like anyone play it. And honestly, I don't know. I feel like the Playtime Factory? Poppy's Playtime is... I'm not short. I am 5'4". That is an average height for an American woman. I am average. Thank you. Anyway, listen to this crazy man singing. It's super duper duper cute. Yeah, thank you. Forgot how Huggy Wuggy is drawn. I think it's something like this. Kind of like the sock monkey almost. If anyone know what that is. It's like a little bow, I think. Nah! I love chicken, but please don't show up on my stream. Alright. Love my art style? Thank you! And what's here? Remember, it had like this weird beak-like thing. I might have some details wrong. I'm just going purely off of memory. Some tubs here and there. Alright. You blew up. Oh no. Gonna eat. So far, thank you. It's his luscious. Okay. Luscious lips. Yeah. I'm trying to say something. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, my brain is like, oh, you foreigner, you can't call me American, I can call me American. I don't know. Say that while you're just typing in your native country. Here. He is a sleepy, deprived boy. What if I made him, like... He is like a hungry boy, right? That's kind of like their thing, is that they're starving, so gonna make them skinny. He's gonna be health deprived, nutrition deprived. He's gonna be all deprived. Supposedly they have bones or like organs, so gonna kind of do that. Make them more creepy. Malnutritioned Huggy. And I feel like I should have like a bubble of him thinking about eating someone. I think I'm gonna do that. Human a la pate. How would you serve a human? Okay, that sounds like wrong, but probably would just like have like a big old steak. With some garnish right there. Boom. Alright, Huggy. He's what? Okay, hold on. Anyway. With a hard in, yes. Okay. So he's gonna- wait, who's gonna be African? Huggy? Bruh. Bruh, okay. Bruh, come on, bruh. I'm not saying that there's like not starving people in Africa. There definitely are, but there's starving people around the whole world. But bruh. Chill, man. No one asking you to be this aggressive. In air quotes, aggressive. Alright. Bring him a little closer up there. Alright. Alright. So, what else should I draw? Yeah. Alright. Alright, how many songs are there? There's about 20. Okay. I'm gonna get some Kingdom Hearts going. So Kingdom OST. Please move out of my way, box. Alright. No! Okay. Oh, yes. Dearly beloved. Yes! Alright. Alright. How long have I been streaming this far? Okay, almost an hour. Alright. I think I'm doing good this time. There it is. Which one was it? Was this one right? Yep. Oh, yes. Is this what I think it is? It is! I'm turning this up. Swap Sans crying because his taco burned. Oh, sweet honey. Oh, sweetie. But yeah, I'm gonna draw him. He probably would be proud of his taco though. But, you know, it's okay. We could just say he's an AAU that, I don't want to say has standards because that seems a little rude. Okay. Gonna draw him, down here. He's here next to Huggy. Both sad. Both starving. I'm gonna make like a little chibi version of him. I think this is like the opening to specifically like the first time to use it was Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I love it. I love it so much. I need to like play the Kingdom Hearts games for y'all because some of you kids don't know what you had. Don't know about the good old days where all there was a PS2 and dreams. Yeah. My favorite Kingdom Hearts character is Ventus, by the way. Just in case you're wondering. These lemons plated tacos. Him bawling his eyes out as he holds a black taco. My goodness, you're devious. Sweet but taco. Tacos, 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 bean burritos. Tacos, 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 bean burrito. Yay! Okay, there we go. Hello? Alright, you guys getting anything? Okay, there we go. It's just quiet. Alright. Found it. The Undertale Mountain is in Mexico. What was that? Did I just loaded something? Did I just unlock the new skill? Anyways, I mean, it could be. It could be anywhere, technically. It is a fantasy world with fantasy places. So for all we know, it could be in a place that is inspired by Mexico, or the Americas, or just basically anywhere. Now you must choose your weapon. Do you choose the sword? The shield? Or the Mickey-shaped wand? You must choose, Sora. Anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about is absolutely so confused right now. And after you pick your sword, you must talk to 3 people who will give you a personality quiz. This will affect the entire game. Oh boy, how do I scale? I forgot how to do that. Is this? It is! Alright. Now fight the Heartless. Yeah, very sad boy. Hey, I just realized I figured out how to move my mouth. Here, hold on. This. And move that over there. Get that. Alright. Yo guys, what up? Yeah! We can beat the darkness with the power of friendship! Sora, not gonna pay taxes. I feel like Sora might have. Yeah. We must find Master Xehanort! Think, Ansem! Think! How can you pursue darkness if Kingdom Hearts is light? Anyone who knows nothing about Kingdom Hearts is absolutely so confused. Okay. So I'm gonna draw those 3 weapons better. Again, I'm trying to draw them from memory because I don't want to pull up a reference. Ha ha. I think this is the part where Sora is being swallowed up by the darkness and the light is like, hey, don't worry kid, you got this. Just remember, Kingdom Hearts is light. Draw a little Heartless right there. Hey! I hate when ads aren't skippable. I hope this ain't coming through. Okay, there we go. Here, hold on. may not do stuff. Alright. Okay, you have no idea who Sora is. You have no idea who Sora is, or you're just making Sora a jerk. Sora's like one of those kids that define the anime protagonists. Not defy, but define. I'm gonna make him holding a little heart. Yeah, hungry boy. This is just a hungry corner. I feel like I could push myself a bit further in the corner. Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, and I'm also getting better at these short keys. Far out. Shibuya. Alright. It's just key swords and a kid with squat Shrek size shoes with Woody fighting for friendship. Some corn stuff, I don't know. Yeah, you have no idea what Kingdom Hearts is like. But yeah, Sora does have his clown shoes, but he grew into them. And yeah, it is the corny stuff of like fighting with friendship, but man, it gets deep, man. It gets deep. Like there's this whole time. Hey! Okay, that is the actual sound. I don't have the thing pulled up. Let me look at this. I want to see it. There we are. Yeah! Destiny Isles! Anyways. So basically, yeah. You have a kid that travels to Disney Worlds to fight the Heartless, the Nobodies, Organization 13, and basically you're trying to fight an old geezer in all of his geezer forms. And so it's just, like, it gets real complicated. Like, I can't explain. I need to play it. I need to play it. Alright. Quick question. What's your favorite song? Mine's are Dream Suite at C major. Oh yeah! I remember, like, that guy. Yeah. Oh boy, I don't really know. I don't exactly have a favorite song. I do have, like, favorite music that I listen to. I like, forgot what their name is. Panic of the Disco, yeah. Cosmos Sheldrake. I think if I have to put my favorite songs, it would probably Come Along from Cosmos Sheldrake and Harpy Hair from the, I forgot what it is, but you know, the Harpy Hair, where have you buried on your shoe? You know that one. Yeah, I like that one. What is this? Is this crop? Oh, that is crop. We do not crop. Oh yeah. Now playing some intense softball. Again, if you have no idea what Kingdom Hearts is, you have no idea what I'm saying. Just assume that I'm crazy. Alright, sounds like a story only. Well, just gangster style, smoking a baguette-sized blunt. I mean, yeah, it does sound... I mean, yeah, if I say it, it might sound like a crackpot story. But, I mean, sometimes the best stories are kind of crap potty. Okay, I was gonna draw something. Forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the 3 items that you get when you're being judged by. I think it's like Ventus. Ventus is judging you, judging Sora's heart. Something like that. It's been forever. I feel like since I'm older, I would have a better understanding of what is going on instead of just blasting through the dialogue and getting lost like I usually do when I was that age, younger, itty bitty baby size. But yeah, huzzah. Played softball, played jump rope, and played a sword game with sticks. With some Final Fantasy characters.
A sweetheart
No!
So sweet.
I need to keep my mouse on this thing. Bless you! Ooh. Alright, talking about the Kingdom Hearts story, yeah, that's what I was talking about too. But yeah, right now, let's see here. In the storyline with the soundtrack, this is when Sora, Riku, and Kairi are on the tree, and they're talking about their dreams, you know, wants to escape Destiny Island and just go out and venturing into the world. I could probably just narrate the entire story from the soundtrack alone. Want a little memory about the glory days of animation memes? Sure. Well, quote-unquote glory day. I mean, they're still around. Yeah, they're not as, like, abundant as they used to be. But, yeah, it's cringe. That's all I can say is that it's cringe. Just a bunch of middle schoolers doing middle school things. That's literally what it was comprised of. I think, like, what's Mickey's head, like, here somewhere like that? Okay. And then it cutscenes to Mickey's castle and showing off, and then Donald comes walking down the hall, walking through, the mops on the side doing their mop things. And Donald's on his way to visit King Mickey. And basically just saying, "Good morning, your majesty," and that's where he found Pluto, with a letter saying Mickey's out to fight darkness or something like that. And so he goes gets Goofy, and it's like, "Yo, the king is missing, don't tell Daisy or Minnie because they'll freak out," but they end up learning about it. And so, yeah, and then Donald and Goofy are like, "Yo, we need to venture." And yeah, they venture. Candle Queen. Alright. Oh yeah. Let's see. Is this Traverse Town? Oh yeah, the Gummy Ship Road. Alright. So, want a little memory. Okay. These are, but this... A Candle Queen. Yeah, the Candle Queen animation meme. Yeah, I did one. back in Ye Yonder Day. I probably should redo that. Well, I mean, it's pretty okay. It's just that it's a bit cringe because fanfic. We're back in my day when it was a Western and we could do whatever we want and we did the worst of things and the humans could ever thought about. It's amazing that our parents then put us in asylums. Well, our parents put us in, well, half the parents put them in asylums while the other half run free and learn things the hard way. Hey, no! Getting better at that. Oh yes. Evil villains are doing evil villain talk with this music. Not sure if Maleficent shows herself with the scene, but yeah. This music plays whenever they're doing evil talk and shows off like the next villain. I can't remember the order. I know like it's the like I think like the Queen of Hearts might be there. Not exactly sure, but there's like Queen of Hearts, Maleficent, Captain Hook, Hades, Ursula, and a bunch of others. But yeah, they're the items that determine your entire Let's Play. And with this music is when Destiny Island is under attack and Sora's going around beating Heartless with a stick, which you can't do that because that's not how Heartless fights. You see, you can't just kill a Heartless with a stick. You need a special stick called the Keyblade. There. Quick story, very well, sure. Again, just make sure it's like appropriate. I don't want YouTube to flag me because, or like, I don't think they'll flag me because of like what you say, but I don't want to like, you know. I'm trying to be a good influencer. Yeah, okay, so it was, oh, I forgot how the key part works. It was the crown, I think. That's Sora's shtick because he's obviously destined to rule over the kingdom. Yeah. Here. Alright, flying from world to world in the gummy ship. It wasn't Traverse Town, it was Twilight Town, the other one. You're back? Hi! Welcome back! We're on a Kingdom Hearts high right now. Can't remember if it goes that way or the other way. I know, Huggy. Sorry, mate. I accidentally took part of your face. Alright, gotta start outlining some of this. Oh, wrong thing. Color, not thing. Alright. So, playing a Roblox game called Forsaken, which never served for crazy drama, and you found the A. Alright. Alright, making the gummy ship. Sorry. Okay, so you ran into the creator of the game. That's either a very good thing or a very bad thing. I'm hoping it's a very good thing. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not sure if everyone can read that. Yeah, that is a crazy story. And yeah, I'm not surprised, unfortunately, with how things are going in Roblox. I am not surprised right now. And wanna know something even more crazier? I just found out how to delete comments. Sure, I can delete whatever you say if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm not gonna. But yeah, that is a very bad person. Why do you just keep doing that? Is it like just loading in? I should have wee itty bitty fingers. No, that looks weird. Okay, in the overworld map while you're going through the worlds of Kingdom Hearts. Basically right now I'm just seeing how accurately I can say the soundtracks are. That's basically what I'm doing right now. And I feel like I'm doing pretty accurate. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. There's a stabilizer somewhere. I need to figure that out. Wait, wasn't it like over here or something? No. Is the music too loud? Eh, smidge. Or maybe. Here, I don't know. Probably should just... Ooh, evil. Okay, I think this is Twilight Town. Stopped it. Yeah, that's Twilight Town. Town is where Sora meets Donald and Goofy and starts the grand adventure. It's also a place where, apparently, when everyone lost their home, they go there. It's a place full of homeless people. Alright. About to be, let's see. Sound good, like Sweet Gammon from Stray Kids. I have no idea who that is, but thank you. Oh no, don't no, stop that. Okay. Yeah, I really need to get a playlist that doesn't have any ads because I don't want like promotional suings, I guess. I'm not sure how the copyright laws work on that. On like advertisements. Probably like my favorite song in the game besides Dearly Beloved. Sangmin. Alright. Search him up. Sangmin. Search him up, girl. Okay. I'll search him. And make sure there's no... Okay. So... Can you hear you? Thank you. I guess... Yeah, thank you for saying you can hear me. Want to make sure I'm audible. Min. Stray Kids. Hey, you're kinda cute. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me... So... Okay, so he's part of a, like a Korean boy band or something? Alright, you're talking about this guy, right? This guy right here? You what? Say that again. Like, I don't mean to sound like racist or anything, but is he like J-pop, Korean pop? Yeah? Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he cute. Sounds like okay. Yeah, K-pop. Alright. Yeah, I have to check him out sometime. Listen to As We Are by him. Alright. You sound like him. Not sure if I should take that as a compliment because I'm a girl. But okay. I sound kind of boyish. Someone? Okay, parents are doing stuff. Well, it's not the first time someone, like, makes like, you are like a boy, Mark. Because when I cut my hair short, everyone walks up to me and be like, sir? And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm a girl. I don't mean to deceive you like this. Alright. That's a little loud. Let me rise, thank you. Turn that down some. Alright. Listening to him? No, right now we're listening to Kingdom Hearts. But I will look him up after stream and I'll listen to him. Alright, make sure there's no, like... excuse me. Alright, no ads. So how's your day going, mysterious K-pop fam? I need a stabilizer, man.
At Zaxby's, you can
No, not Zaxby's. Max McAfee. I don't know how to not, like, I'm not getting paid, so it's kind of like whatever, but still. Alright, so, alright. Once I hit the 2-hour mark, I think that'll be good to end the stream. Olympus. Look at those beautiful golden eyes. Well, round eyes. They're not golden, not colored even. Okay. Always be ready for the ad. Again, I'm not sure how advertising with streaming works. But I want music to play, and this is the only way I could think of having music to play right now. But a bit more quiet. Nice jumpers. No. Alone again, naturally. Wait. I'm at a 0 count. Oh yeah. Issue. Oh yeah. I never talked about my busy week yet. So, this was my first week of. Is there no? Nope. Okay. This was my first week at working at a college, like my new job, and I'm loving it. So basically my job there is just renting in and out equipment, like such as cameras, tripods, to the other students. But when I'm not doing that, I literally do whatever I want. And if my teacher slash boss wants to, she can just ask me to make stuff for her. For whatever reason. It could be like something for the school, something for an event. And recently I just made a logo for the new course. Well, new course. The old logo for the course I'm taking is a bit like old, and she wanted a new one, and so she just asked me to make one, and I made her one. And I was like, oh my goodness, I get to do something that I love. and it was really great. And the last time, well, yesterday, when I was working, it was a bit slow. We only had like 2 classes. The rest was just whatever. And so I pulled up Gravity Falls on YouTube because you can watch the first season on YouTube. And I was just there literally watching Gravity Falls as I work. And I probably shouldn't be bragging about it. And I'm not. I'm just saying like how crazy and like how great of a job it is. And I wish someone had told me about working like that sooner. Because, man, it's great. But because I also came in late, because the paperwork to get the job and all the processes, it's so ridiculous. I hate bureaucracy, man. But because I came in a bit late, I'm trying to get in all my hours, so like really had to punch the clock, as it were. But other than that, it's like amazing. And plus, one of the things that I love about the jobs, like not just specifically my job, but the kind of jobs I get, is that if the people there are chill, I can sometimes get free stuff. And by that I mean is that it's broken, no one wants it, and so I just take it home, fix it up, and boom, free. And of course I ask permission first, if I can take it. Never take anything without permission, because that's called stealing. Anyway, I might be getting this bow thing mixed up with bendies. I'm not sure. Anyway, skinny, fuzzy wuzzy boy. Trying to make him look also fluffy still, while he's malnutritious. And one thing about like people who are malnutrition, like in stories, that I wish that they would incorporate is the fact that if you have someone, specifically a human, who is very dangerously malnutrition, and you just don't give them food straight off the bat. If you give them like hunks amount of food just straight off the bat, you could possibly kill them, because the body is so used to having a lack of food when you're at that state, that if you were to give them food, it would literally put the body in shock and would possibly kill them. And so when you have like someone who was like abandoned somewhere for so long and had nothing to eat, they're literally skin and bones. I want to see like people trying to advise them, be like, hey, you know, you need to eat this beef stew. Like this meatless vegetable beef broth. Because that's literally all you can eat. You need to get hydrated, and if you were trying to eat anything, you would literally die. And so, yeah, and now I'm thinking about, you know, fanfics such as, Horror Tale, which just takes place in a famine. And one of the things I like to think about is, like, the autonomy of it. Like, in my headcanon, monsters need a more higher amount of food to survive, because their body is made out of magic and they get the magic from the food they eat, so they require higher amounts of food intake compared to a human. So like, let's say you have a human and a monster stranded on an island, you know, have literally nothing. A human would die of dehydration before anything happens, while a monster would die of starvation before anything happens. And so like in Horror Tale, I like to see like a fanfic about Horror Tale where, like, Horror and, like, the other monsters, you know, they got back to civilization, you know, and everyone's trying to get them back to, normalcy. Especially, like, normal food, but they've been, like, deprived of food for so long, and some of them are just, like, so starving that they are about to, like, you know, die. And so when they gave them food, it's like mashed potatoes or something that's really easy to just eat and you don't really have to chomp on. Because, you know, what if their system would get into shock if they were to eat something like a steak or a hamburger? You know, I want to see a fanfic that has that idea in it. Where monsters would have to, like, slowly build up their system, getting back to their normal amounts of food. Just think it'll be fun. Having a bit of realism to it. And a bit of like monster anatomy. And that's something that I don't think anyone really does show off is like monster anatomy. Like how would you do that? What would if you were to x-ray a monster, what would that look like? You know? And by the way, yeah, I am gonna like I want to make like a fanfic that has like all this stuff. But right now I'm kind of taking a break from all that because it has been controlling my life. And I mean that both jokingly and literally. So I'm taking a break from it all so I can like step back and look at it and be like, wow, that's garbage. And just throw it in, start all over. Anyway, this is from Tarzan's world. No! Please, ad, go away! Alright. And then this is Alice's world. Alice in Wonderland. I remember this because this world is a bit tricky to understand what you're supposed to do at a young age. Yeah. Ah! There. Draw the sad Sansy boy. Hmm. Hmm. Ba-ba-bum. Add. Okay, no ad. I think it's like every third one. I'm alone. I'm alone at the edge of the universe, humming a tune. Nearly dreaming we were snow. I think I just listened to that voice crack this morning. Oh yeah, you know, like a song that I love from the same guy? Let's see, Electric Mind. I love it. Ate 6 bags of prunes. Gracious, you're gonna be, yeah, you're gonna be, yeah, your intestines gonna be squeaky clean. Yeah, poor shade boy. Alright. Discovered a dark memory. Is it anything like the story you just said? I don't care for. Okay, this is the best ad where it's just giving you like a survey. Alright. And this is the like my favorite one that YouTube has just been asking me. Which of these candy brands have you seen online video advertising for recently? I haven't seen any, but I want to. Oh yeah, there's a compilation of Air Ink ships on YouTube. Yeah, there are a ton of those. That, yeah, absolutely tons, as well as like every other ship, like Night Killer, Killer Dream, Cream, Cross spelled with a K. I know them all. I have gone too deep with this fandom. There's like, there was a 50-second video of Ink and Error. That could be multiple things. I'm just gonna pretend that you're referring to just the good things. The good things. There's only good things. But yeah, they get really weird sometimes. Now, personally, I only ship Ink and Error solely because them existing for such a long time together, they're gonna have some kind of relationship. Of anything, it's gonna be kind of like a sibling relationship. But okay, yeah. Bro, okay, we need to have a talk. Dude. Okay. Bruh. Listen. I fully believe in freedom of speech, but as people would say, there's a time and place. And so, yeah. Personally, I don't really like talking about such things. So, yeah, it is truly traumatizing. Yeah, bruh. Don't be blunt when talking about such topics, though. I know, being a little bit of a police. But it's, you know, my boundaries. I don't really like talking about things like that. I'm not gonna, like, ban you or anything for such things. It's just a personal preference. I'd rather it be more vague, more beating around the bush, instead of, like, you know, saying it. Sorry, got you uncomfortable. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. It's just, again, it's my personal preference. I rather keep such, like, topics more in the vague sense, rather than just, you know, being flat out spoken. At least for my channel. Like, I mean, if we were talking in face to face, I don't really care. But since I'm making, have a platform that's, you know, for everyone, I don't want, like, and I know, like, there's gonna be, like, 5-year-old kids that probably would, like, watch this maybe one day. I don't want to be talking about, you know, skeletons doing things. Because, you know, you shouldn't be talking about that in front of a kid anyways. So, yeah, that's just how I see it. But yeah, you're fine. Just, yeah. It's complicated. But yeah, fandoms do be like that. No! No, no, no! Ads, no! Okay. Alright. Sorry. Why were you watching it is even more of the question. Oh yes, the villains. This is... Wait, which world is this one in? This is, when Sora was in Aladdin's world, right? Yeah, good question. Yeah! Yeah, I mean, if you're young and, like, you know, like, you shouldn't be even having knowledge of such things at that age. But the internet is, I believe, like, the internet isn't a place for kids. I know it's, like, that is, like, opposite of what I said. But the internet is not a place for kids. It's, to put it simply, it's like a bar. That's how I kind of view it almost. It's like, this is a bar. And bars are made for adults. You can bring your kid if you are smart about it. And you know exactly what day you should bring them, when you should bring them, if at all. Speaking about, like, parents. You know, be smart. Like, you can bring your kid to a bar, but you have to be smart about it. You know, you can't just bring them to, like, the bar at the night on a Friday. That is dangerous. That is reckless. But you can bring them on, say, possibly like a Monday morning. Like early in the morning and just play pool for like an hour and then just leave. I mean, that's what I did when I was younger with my folks. Some good lore. Crazier than your dad. Well, that's not, like, a difficult thing to achieve, though. My dad is pretty tame. Alright, so hit me. What's the lore? And again, make sure appropriate. Alright. Are you saying that like as a joke? Or are you saying that as innocent? Again, like... Girl, you don't need to tell me your life story. In fact, please don't. Do not tell me your life story. Like, I know we chat, we have fun, but I'm not a therapist, and to be very frank and blunt, very frank and blunt, like, okay. I can see what the story is going. But girl, we're not friends, okay? Yeah, but we're not friends. I rather like, why are you telling me all of these stories? Like, this ain't a place to just, you know, tell me the craziest things that ever happened, I guess. I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I, like, what relationship I should have with my viewers. Because, like, I know for a fact that, like, you know, we're not friends. We're just people, strangers talking on the internet. So I'm trying to figure out, like, is this okay? Is this not okay? Like, again, if we were meeting together, like, in real life, it's kind of whatever. But this is the internet. And I'm trying to figure out what boundaries do I not cross or allow to happen. Like, why must things be confusing? And again, I'm not trying to, like, shame you. I'm not trying to bash you. It's just... yeah, I don't know. Alright, get that a bit shorter. Yeah, a boss with his minions that hates but cares about our relationships. Yeah, I guess so. But like, I don't want to necessarily be a boss. I don't want to, like, you know, tell you what to do. Like, I know, like, I don't know what to do. Alright, turn that over a little. I don't know. Everything's weird. The internet's weird. I'm not used to it. And I grew up on it. But, I mean, yeah. You could be my minion, I guess. Oh, yeah. There we are. Alright. Alright, so, okay, deal. If I ever drop a confession blog, so you can pour out your heart there. How about that? I don't think I have anything to confess, really. I mean, if I do confess, then... I mean, it's gonna be like, you know, stuff that I did as a kid. But, okay. If I confess to something, like, if something were to happen, I already confess it, like, I don't know. Like, I am definitely not this kind of person, but I don't know if I was crazy and just absolutely lost my mind and end up, I don't know, killing someone, and I made a confession blog about that, then yeah, you can drop whatever crazy lore you have tucked up in your sleeves. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, because it won't. But if it will happen. But yeah. Alright. Hey, boss always heals. Don't let individual haters talk crap about you. Better have a face of only supporters and an army of all types of people. Hiya! Hello. I mean, it is great to have people who support you. But, I mean... Ads! Okay. There we are. Again, I need to, like, figure that out. Good drawings. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, haters are gonna hate. They're gonna have one. Like, everyone has one. In fact, I mean, I kinda do. I'm on TikTok, and so I have a big enough platform where people will say, they're not being hateful. Well, hardly. At least I don't view it that way. It's more so of like they're just trying to stir the pot a little. Or like just annoy me, if anything. But yeah. I mean, haters are gonna hate, so what you gonna do about it? You can either acknowledge them or ignore them. Sometimes haters really do be hateful, and, in my opinion, they should be reported if they're, like, you know, threatening your life or anything like that, because that behavior is not acceptable, should never be acceptable. No matter, like, whatever circumstance there is. Well, I shouldn't say no matter. Well, yeah, probably. Because that's not respectful. And you should be respectful to people. Because, you know, they're humans in the end of the day. Alright. Alright. The eye's so mesmerizing. Yeah, the ones over here? Thank you. Yeah. You are now under my control. Alright, is it normal having a chameleon in the desert? It kind of depends. Agrabah. Not really. I think there are chameleons that live in more hot climates, but I think they mostly live in jungles and rainforests, I think. I would think so. Or, like, forest areas. There are horny toads in the desert, which kinda look chameleon-esque if you just put a lot of spikes on it. This low-key makes me think of Lavender Town. Do I have pets? Technically, yes, I do have, well, there is a family dog. His name is Bubba. He's a little dachshund, a little weird dog. And he's old. Like, has gray fuzz around his mouth, old. And, so yeah. Ah, no, I didn't mean for that. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Alright, Coop Pup, yeah. He still looks like a puppy. He is an old man, but yeah, he still looks like a cute puppy. You wouldn't be able to tell unless someone told you. Yeah. Right. Thank you. Yeah. So, but yeah, I do plan on like moving to a house one day. When I do, I want a dog of my own. And my family always had small, like medium to small dogs. I want something that's like more bigger, like medium to large, like a Doberman or like a German Shepherd or like a Pit Bull. Like, Pit Bulls are so cute. They're like land seals. But yeah, with the Pit Bull, I'm gonna need to make sure they're trained properly because, man, them boys are strong. I kind of agree with that, too. Just the one with beef, with like pit bulls. Yeah, that is fair. And I need to double check. I'm not sure, but I think my state made it. Like, there was a thing back in a few days ago, not a few days ago, but like sometime a few years ago, where they made it illegal for you to adopt pit bulls. I'm not exactly sure if that's still in action or if it was just a rumor. Because I've seen people here and there having pit bulls around, and they are the most cutest things ever. They're like little land seals. Alright. Alright, do not name them Cupcake. It's a curse that makes the child on menu. I don't think so. And yeah, I'm not gonna name any dog I ever have Cupcake. That is such a lame name to give a dog. I'll be honest. That's such a lame name. I probably would name my dog something more fun. Like, I don't know, like Honeydew or something. Burnett. I don't know, just something funny. Or maybe like Majestics, like Lady Amalthea. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Can you see me on fire? Alright. Bartholomew Theodore II? Absolutely not. That's too bougie. Alright, coloring these. What does hugging look like again? I can like look it up, but nah, I'm not gonna. Alright.
Stem slide.
Hey, no! Alright. Yes, like that one. No! Not gonna have a Pipple named Bartholomew. Alright, gonna get these colored, and then I think that probably would be it for stream. Alright. Yeah, fair. Yeah. What is y'all's favorite animal? I've been trying to figure out... It's a simple question, right? That is, unless you are an undecisive little twerp like me. Because asking questions like that is almost unfair. Because there's so many different things that makes each animal unique and special. And to a point that's almost like impossible to compare them. So Naruto's collabing with How to Train Your Dragons? Cats and birds. And every other creature in plus anime. Mm-hmm. Cats and birds are pretty awesome. Especially since they're like kinda cartoonishly enemies. Make some nice fine red lips. Lipstick. Alright, any ads? No. Yeah. I probably would get copyright claimed, but that's okay because I'm not making any money. I hope that's how it works. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there we go. Alright, so... with Mike Tyson. Wow. The beast with birds is that they can be so fragile you have to have a ceiling fan. Yeah, I've heard about that. I watch Jamie Animations and she talks about her birds a lot. And my grandma used to have a bird. Her name was Bella. Yeah, the poor deer. She was never really allowed outside of her cage because she had a bad biting problem. Like, you cannot pick her up at all. She came from a bad home. And so, yeah. Can literally not do anything with her. But she's in a better place now. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard like birds are also really hard to take care of, like most birds. Most bird owners kind of not recommend it, which is funny. Alright, get rid of that. Humans. Humans aren't pets. Oh, there we go. just reminded me. Do you know the secretary bird? Love Jane Animations? Alright. Have you seen her new video? The one where she complains about California? Or is there a different one? Right. Well, it's obviously not an alien. Yep, lol. Alright, do I right click? Okay. And okay. Where's my eyedropper? There it is. Boop. That. And add. Okay. Neverland! I think, isn't shift? No, control. There we are. Alright, get that nice and dark. Your poor blue Burton's taco. Alright. Forgot the yellow eyes for the heartless. And red hearts. Because hearts are red. Yeah. I think if I were to have a favorite animal, it probably would be a seal. They're like land puppies or water puppies. Meat should be a bit more pink. A bit more bright. No. How does raw meat look like? More redder, maybe? Orange? Alright. Right. Yeah, Sacred Bird, the ones that kicked snakes? Yeah. And the lashes? Yeah. They seriously have no business looking that fly. Like, who prettied them up? No, please. I love ice cream, but please, no ads. Alright. Alright. And it's like, what does it look like? It's a light blue. My shark is. The little white belly. Alright. Cool, yeah. Alright. I don't remember how these are colored. Let's see here. Alright, wrong thing. There. I'll go for perfection here, just getting the job done. Yeah, but a little perfection wouldn't be that bad. Okay. I need to add more game soundtracks to my playlist because this bops. Lo-fi got nothing on this. Well, to be fair, it's not the best song in the game, but in my opinion. But still. I like it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Stray Cat. Bah. There we go. Favorite bird is the bearded vulture. Yeah, that's a pretty intense looking guy. Or, am I thinking of the same bird here? Hold on. Let's see. What's it? How do I spell? Bearded vulture. Oh yeah, it is this guy. Yeah, that's an intense looking bird. Looking bird of prey. Now I know typically vultures don't have feathers on their head because it helps their head keep them clean from parasites and such. So why does this bird have feathers on their face? Are they one of the vultures that are more primarily hunters than scavengers? That would be interesting. Dragon. Oh, yeah. Alright, people made dragons based off these guys. Far out. Alright. Alright, people say what you want to say because it's getting close to ending the stream. Alright. And let's see, the scepter, it has a blue top. I remember it was like blue and green. Alright. Ever seen Murder Drones? I just actually just recently watched, what's his face? Danny Momoda. React to it. Well, quote unquote watch. He just reacts and I just do whatever. I'm barely paying attention, I'm being honest. I just like hearing him shouting. I knew it! Ads. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a reaction to Murder Drones in the future. They're seeing red when they throw hands. Not exactly sure about that, but let's see here. Oh, what was the sword? What color was the sword? I feel like it was like gold and blue. like golden things. And then right. Blue. Something like that. No. I'm testing myself. I'm testing myself. I saw a quick thing. I'm testing myself. I'm trying to remember how well I can remember all the Kingdom Hearts weapons in this. Yeah, it was a simple design with this one. Was that had a black handle. There was like a blue line somewhere. And okay, thought that was an ad. That doesn't look right. Was there red in there? Okay. So I'm gonna look up the items real fast and see how close I got that. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts, 1. The 3 weapons. Alright. Beginning. Okay, here we go. I wish there was like a close-up scene of all of them. Okay, this is pretty close. Okay. Ah, stop that. There's your new tab. I don't want that. I want the image. Hate that. Okay, there we are. That'll work. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, I was right, it was green with blue top and yellow, so not that bad. Okay, with the sword. I knew there was red on the sword. I knew it. I just couldn't remember where. I thought it might have been that. But yeah, not that bad. And the shield, not that bad either. I got the colors. Just got the placements a bit wrong. And let's see here. The Kingdom Key. Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Key. Alright. Close that a bit more. Alright. Okay, that is very close. Okay. Yeah, miss a little details here and there. But I'd say I'm spot on with that one. Don't know about y'all, but I think I'm spot on when it comes to the Keyblade. Alright. So, let's see here. Alright, gonna go back up to Dearly Beloved. Ah, not doing that. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts. Dearly Beloved. Alright, 1 hour. Okay. So, yeah, come to the end of the stream. Alright. To improve. Okay. So yeah, if you want to improve your art, then watch some tutorials on anything that you struggle with, or when you go to college, you go to art. Yeah, not saying art is bad, just that if you wanna. Yeah. Well, gee, thanks. Wait, hold on. I need to talk. Hold on. I need to get my character. There we are. Okay. So, how to do that? So, want to improve your art? Well, you're not entirely wrong. You can improve your art by going to professional help, quote unquote professional help, from teachers and other places. But in truth, if you really want to know the truth, you don't need any of that to learn how to draw art or do art. Even for professional, you don't really need to. For the most part, I am self-taught. I did take a lot of art classes in high school, college. I also went to a summer art camp kind of thing a couple of times. So yeah, I did had that, and I even went to a private art class a couple of times that focused on realism. It was only like 3 weeks, but it was really nice. I did a lot of extracurricular, but in truth, you don't need to do that to improve your art. But if you do want to improve your art, you do need some outside input of some kind. You can't be your own voice of reason when it comes to improvement, because all you're going to see is either everything that is wrong or nothing at all. And either extremes aren't good. You need someone to be your middle ground, to tell you, yeah, this could use improvement, or no, this is fine. But yeah, personally, I do want to go to an art school because I did grow up as the prodigy kid in many art classes, which personally isn't good for my ego, isn't good for my pride. And at sometimes I do get a lot of prideful because most of my life I was praised for my art. And the only person that was never truly satisfied with it was my brother. Pretty much the only reason why I want to strive better is because my brother always pushed me to be better. He always wanted me to try different things. So you don't really need an art teacher. You don't really need, like, pretty much any of that. You just need someone who wants you to continue to improve. But does it help having a professional? Yeah, it does. But you don't really need all that. Yeah. Heck yeah. But anyways, yeah. I don't know what I really want to do with my streams going forward. I think it would be beneficial to have a bit of like a PNG tuber to just talk, so I don't just not doing this, just wow. It's funny. Don't get me wrong. It is kind of funny. Just whoa. But I think I'm gonna try for the next time I stream, make a PNG tuber that just bounces and do a little stuff. And hopefully maybe in the future I would have a VTuber. That is kind of my goal, is to kind of have a little bit of a VTuber. I just think it's cool. Basically. I just think it's cool. But anyways, thank you all for watching my stream. I really appreciate it. It's very fun to just talk with you people, even though sometimes it can be a little bit daunting at times. It's a lot of fun to just talk and to just chill. I feel like in life we don't have enough of that. So if I could just provide that, I'm happy. Anyways, This is kind of funny. Yeah. Kinda. Maybe I could figure out a way where I can have like an animated cycle where it just does this. And that could just be my PNG tuber. I'll figure something out. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all that just came halfway for just watching. And thank you all that been here this entire time for watching. Next week should be a video. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, peace out.